You look like a fucking idiot drunk. Is it? What's that like?
What's up, YouTube?
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's good.
What's up, YouTube? Hello. Continuing with some interviews of famous people here. Obviously, people who aren't famous don't usually get interviewed, so there's no point doing those. This is something I haven't seen. I've just chosen it. It is Shane McGowan, the very famous, infamous lead singer of the Pogues, sort of Irish folk punk rock music, and I've got a feeling, I just watched the first few seconds of this, that he might have had a couple of drinks, which he was quite well known for doing. So let's dive in. I don't know if this will be funny, touching, sad, mirth inducing to any degree, but I'm very interested to see what goes on. My lighting's a bit, that's nice. That's better. So yeah, let's just literally dive right in to this.
So our next guest, he and his career, well, they've always had the comforting predictability of a skip full of wet dynamite. This man is...
Oh, this is Danny Baker, by the way. The Danny Baker Show from a long while ago. I don't know when. Anyway, yeah, Danny Baker's gone now because he did a picture of Meghan Markle and Harry with a little monkey. And it was thought to be racist because obviously, anyway, you get the idea. So he's gone. He's cancelled, as they say. Good. Right. Sorry. Let's continue.
different. And thus, he remains one of the most thrilling performers in modern music. Please welcome Shane McGowan. Shane, baby. You got here late, didn't you? I was trying to see you before the show. You know, some people say, "Oh, Shane probably show up." They say you might not show up, but you're a pro. You've got this reputation for being nuts, but you're not nuts, are you? You are what? Nuts.
Oh, a professional nutcase.
Yeah. No, see, I mean, you write some of the best songs about, right? And yet, everyone likes to think there's just one side to your character, which is the, hard living or wild living, whatever. But first and foremost, you are a great songwriter. Would you agree with that? More than all this other nonsense that's always written about you, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to boast. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I think I've written a lot of good songs, yeah.
Are you boozed now?
London,
Are you drunk now?
Am I drunk?
Oh, yeah, I mean, have you boozed now?
No, I'm not drunk.
No.
I'm not drunk.
No, it's just for people out there might say, oh, even now he's gone. But that always gets written about you. And I said, they said, can we get Shane McGowan? And rightly or wrongly, people say, oh, he's uncontrollable. Do you believe that of yourself?
No, because I don't drink to get drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I drink to relax, and also it breaks down people's inhibitions, and
You enjoy it. You enjoy it.
And makes them more imaginative and stuff. And
Does it help your writing then? How do you write under the influence? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine he does, because I don't think there was ever a time when Shane McGowan didn't drink. I mean, there was a time, obviously, when he was a young child, but since then, I think he drinks and did drink all the time. I don't know if he's alive still. I think he is. It seems unlikely, but I think he is. And incidentally, his teeth are a great barometer of when the interviews were done. Here, in the early ones, he's got He's got funny. He had funny teeth when he had teeth. Anyway, he sort of had big gaps between each of them, a bit like one of the aliens in Star Trek. Can't remember which ones they were. And then then he lost them completely, which is this stage. And then he got eventually beautiful. A dentist came along and gave him a whole set of lovely pearly whites. But by then, his face had completely collapsed into a sort of a blancmange. So it was too late. It's a shame, really. He should have had his teeth done when his face still was held together.
Is it better? Have you tried the experiment? So I'm going to write sober and then I'm going to write boozed. And is it usually the booze comes out better?
No, I've never tried it like that, because what I do, it's all the time, right? I mean, right now, Danny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You've had a couple.
Like,
You've had a couple.
right now, I'm sort of like getting ideas, you know.
Go on, like what?
Well, you know, I mean, like, we'll see how it goes, you know, I mean, you know.
Yeah, because, I mean, as I say...
No, what I mean is, you know, I mean, I'm sort of thinking about...
Is it a curse? I mean, either way of it. Is that, would you have been better if you'd have not been born? And I you know me, I ain't saying...
Not been born.
What do you say? It's over there. There's another show going on over there, I think. Would it have been better if you'd
I'm
been...
glad I was born, I must admit. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to dying either.
Yeah, but that's the other thing about you, Shane. Yeah. People always say, Shane McGowan's got about 2 weeks. You must be aware when people say that. They always...
Yeah, but I mean, you knew me in 1976, 1977. Like,
yeah, but even so, people regularly...
And people were saying that then.
Why are you like that then, Shane? Why? I mean, because you are, and you're brilliant. I mean, in the literal sense of it. When you write stuff, it takes your breath away, right? And yet, you have this other, which people like to say self-destructive side, but it's not. You say it's a creative side. Would you have been better if you'd been born a big dumb bloke? Do you reckon you'd have enjoyed that more?
A big dumb bloke?
Yeah.
I mean, like you.
Don't point at me.
No, you're not a big dumb bloke. You're a big smart bloke.
It's just the
right?
advert,
You're
Shane. What can I tell you?
Yeah, the adverts.
Yeah, all right,
like,
shut up, don't you? Go on.
Obviously, anybody who...
Shut up! Listen, look, I'm trying to puff you up here.
But, no, the thing is, I mean, like, I'll think of any sort of, like
what?
Songwriter, novelist, poet, painter, creative artist, musician of any description. I mean, like, you know, who hasn't had a fondness for a drink or something.
So, are you proud of your habits?
I've been real enough with you. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not just talking about Charlie Parker or Brendan Behan or Keith Richards or Brian Jones, God bless him, or Phil Lynott, or
these are all people.
Or Jimi Hendrix. I'm talking about Turner. You know, Turner.
Yeah,
and you know,
does it
Turner
at all worry you, Shane, though, that
like,
most of the people you mentioned are dead?
Turner was constantly drunk and stoned and loading them, you know.
Yeah, but so are a load of blokes sleeping in the gutters, you know. It does make a creative person more creative. And a lot of the people you mentioned are dead. Does that bother you at all? It's true, isn't it? Does that bother you at all? Seriously?
Well, I mean, a lot of people I mentioned are a lot older than I am.
Well, I suppose so, but you know...
Like Turner died 200 years ago.
He'd be the first to admit that, Shane, but...
I mean, those people... No, I mean, it's sad.
Do you enjoy what you do? Do you enjoy
drinking?
The fame or the idea that you are part of the rock and roll pop world? Do you like that?
I enjoy performing. I enjoy in front of audiences. I mean, I enjoy playing music with other people. You know what I mean?
What I don't get with you, though, is
obviously I'd like to make a lot of money out of what I like doing. Yeah. So that I can do exactly what I want,
well, you do pretty much what you want, don't you?
Well, no, I mean,
you do pretty much what you want. If nothing else, you are, as I said in the intro, something of a lone wolf and of a, literally maybe, a dying breed of rock singers who don't court the easy route. I mean, it's like they said about Neil Young, you can go to the middle of the road or you can go to the ditch. You very much live in the ditch.
Yeah, whiskey in the ditch. Yeah.
You see, I'm sure
that's
this
a
audience
tradition,
who don't know, you think you're an actor playing a part at the moment. They're not aware. No, seriously, I think so. I think, it's some bloke playing a out-of-control rocker. They may be thinking that now. But in fact, some of the poetry you've written and the lyrics you write are way beyond, like, the charts or whatever. How can you do it when you appear to be on the edge of falling over all the time? How can you do that? How is it done? Where do you do it?
Well, I'm sitting down at the moment. I mean,
Thank God for it, I'm saying. But how do you do it? Do you sit indoors and think, right, does it come to you out of nowhere? Is it a gift, or do you have to work real hard at it, or be sober for 10 minutes, or what?
it's definitely. I mean, I've definitely got a talent for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, say less.
Right. But I know lots of other people who've got a talent for it who've never developed it. You know what I mean?
It's what you write is as near to poetry as we're going to get in our generation, I think, right? It is, isn't it?
Well, it's lyrics, you know.
No, you're I think you're embarrassed by the
and
word. It's poetry. Sometimes you write that stuff. I mean, you said fairy tale in New York. It's a wonderful thing, and yet the two things don't weigh up. I mean, people look at you and they say, how does he do it, this fella? It's just like in Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman. There's this fella who seems to be out of control who can come up with this wonderful stuff.
No, the guy in Rain Man is a moron. Or he appears to be a moron. I mean, he isn't really.
Sometimes you
In
do,
fact,
Shane.
he's got a system, you know.
People think, oh, he's just this guy who don't care. He just boozes and he's not got a great respect for it. That's what I'm saying. How much respect do you have for what you've got?
No, well, I just don't take myself that seriously.
Are you easy to deal with, would you say? I mean, because there's the famous you had to run in with your own band and they said they got fed up, and I know it's all over and that now, but generally, from record company ends of it and meeting deadlines, are you easy to deal with, would you say?
Yeah, I'm a really easy person to deal with, yeah.
Yeah. I know you're happily in relationships and stuff, but today, when we said you was on the show, and this week when we knew he was coming on the show, and it wasn't just me, other people noticed this, a lot of women went, wow, Shane's on. Now, traditionally, you're not a good-looking fella, but you're something of a babe magnet. A lot of women, are you aware of that? A lot of women find you irresistible for whatever reasons. Are you aware of that?
I've noticed it, yeah.
Danny Baker can talk. I mean, look at him. He's like a big potato in a wig.
It's Shane McGowan. Shane, thanks, mate. Yeah. Thanks for that.
Well, very good. The very patient Shane McGowan there being questioned in a slightly moronic way by Danny Baker. It's a disappointingly bad interview, wasn't it? You look like a fucking idiot drunk twat. Is it? What's that like? He's obviously a lovely guy, very intelligent, and just I wouldn't call it tragic or anything. You know, it's just good for him. You know, he likes to drink. Drinking isn't good for you, by the way, if you're a child or a young person who's thinking of taking up drinking. There are downsides. You know, your teeth will fall out and things like that. So don't do it, obviously. But for Shane McGowan, you know, he's done it, and it, you know, hasn't ruined his life, unless he's dead. I'm not sure. But I'll have better look that up on Wikipedia. Yeah, that's very good. I like that. Shane McGowan actually having really keeping his dignity about him there, even though he was a bit pissed in the face of basically quite a shit interview. Yeah, I salute you, literally. I am saluting him. So thank you, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notifications button, etc., and I'll see you next time.